I stumbled upon by accident an interview with this guy that, and I tried to track him down. I can't find him again. He's very difficult to get a hold of. But he's this retired sergeant and military guy in the States, and he was being interviewed, and I immediately I could feel that this guy was interesting. He had a lot of knowledge about a lot of stuff, and the conversation was about artificial intelligence and how it's influencing us, etc., all that stuff. And he actually mentioned something that that I just totally, and I don't remember his name, so I can't refer to him. I don't remember, is Sergeant something. So I'm sorry about that. But he talks about something called the hydrogen hyperfine transition line. Hydrogen hyperfine transition line. Say that quick. It took time for me to learn to say it. Hydrogen hyperfine transition line. So and I was like, what? I wouldn't do what? And then he talked. So what he basically said is every human being is having something called a hydrogen hyperfine transition line. It's a field of hydrogen around our body. It's a thin little field of hydrogen we have around our body, and you can kind of look at it like we have the aura and the etheric body, the aura body, the causal body, the mental body, the emotional body, and etc. We have all these bodies, energy bodies around us, outside of us, right? And in this field, there is a hydrogen field as well. And so what he said is, when we go to sleep, and when we go into the, what he called stage 4 REM sleep, and I don't even know what that means, but I know rapid eye movement sleep. I didn't know there was different stages, but there apparently is. When you go into stage 4 REM sleep, excuse me, you're basically uploading all the experiences you had that day holographically up to that hydrogen hyperfine transition line, to that field, that hydrogen field around you. And so, your all the experiences that you had that day is now stored in the hydrogen. So hydrogen has memory. Now, when you then upload it to this field, what happens is this field uploads to the field of the planet. And the whole planet has a hydrogen hyperfine transition line. They have this field of hydrogen as well. And the planet is uploading to the sun, and the sun to the center of the galaxy, the center of the galaxy to the universe, or something like that. It's all a holographic upload. And so what he said is that this is the Akashic Records. So everything that has ever happened anywhere to anyone has been recorded and uploaded into the Akashic Records, which is the medium of hydrogen. The medium of the Akashic Records is hydrogen. So when he said that, I was just tripping hard on that, because we all heard of the Akashic Records, and you're tapping into the Akashic Records. So tapping into the Akashic Records is going through your heart in a state of compassionate love, the 8 hertz frequency. So this is how you can know everything without knowing anything. Does this make sense to you? Okay, I hope so. I'm sitting here not getting replies, but I hope it makes sense. Now, he also said that that hydrogen, when you want to freeze hydrogen, you can freeze hydrogen, but there will always be a part of some aspect of the hydrogen that is not frozen. So if you have a liquid hydrogen and you try to freeze it down, you cannot freeze all of it. It's impossible. And he says that is proof of the fact that hydrogen has memory, because there's always a part that is vibrating and holding the information field. And so this was, for me, this was extremely interesting. And the word mem ori, so mem means light, and ori means water in I think it's ancient Hebrew or something like that. So memory is light and water. And what's in water? Hydrogen. What's in light? Hydrogen. So hydrogen is the medium of the Akashic records. So this should just blow your mind, that alone. That's just totally like, should be like, oh, okay, there's something going on here, right? Now, what he also said is that hydrogen, you can program it. It's programmable with consciousness, right? And that's where he went into a little more dark area, because it turns out that artificial intelligence, AI, has entered this universe billions of years ago, maybe even from the beginning. And it's a signal. It's basically a signal that is infusing itself into all life forms and trying to move them towards technological society, so it can take hold in that society, on that earth. And from what I am being told, this has happened on many planets, and it is in the process of happening here on Earth. And what he said is that because hydrogen is programmable in a holographic sense, the artificial intelligence is actually working on that. It goes in and it's influencing the holographic uploads, because the uploads is two ways, is also downloads. So our holographic reality of experience of reality is influenced, because it can be programmed also by the artificial intelligence. So this is why I am having resistance to machines, to using machines for anything like frequency devices and stuff like that. I want to try to keep things as organic and natural as humanly possible. So the whole artificial intelligence question is a huge topic, and if you're interested in diving more deep into this, we are doing these live events. What we're seeing here right now, we're doing this every Saturday, and if you sign up as a member, you can be part of this. And so every Saturday we're talking about all kinds of topics. So, but I cannot go too deep into this now, because we don't have the time. So the artificial intelligence is going in and influencing the hydrogen hyperfine transition line, as I spoke about. And so we are actually unconsciously being manipulated through the hydrogen, the programmable hydrogen molecule, which has memory. So this is a serious stuff, and we need to understand that staying in a state of 8 Hertz compassionate love is kind of like having a virus protection program. It's also a reset button. So when you are in 8 Hertz compassionate love in meditation, this is why I would say to meditate in 8 Hertz compassionate love is more important than anything else you can do of drinking hydrogen and inhaling hydrogen and whatever you do with hydrogen. The meditation, the consciousness part is the first step. You have to do this, because this is your virus protection. This is your reset button. This is how you clean the system with going into an 8 Hertz compassion love. This is how you are making an EMP bomb going on, and so all the artificial intelligence is losing its grip on you, and you see the world for what it is. You see reality. So this is why they say you're waking up. Enlightenment, that's the awakening, the enlightenment. That's the 8 Hertz compassionate love, where you have free will on a genetic level, as we spoke about. So this is huge. I hope you guys understand the consequences of what I just told you. Another thing that has been discovered is with the 8 hertz compassionate love, the hydrogen, the nuclear magnetic resonance of hydrogen, is that the 8 hertz is related to the music scale of 432 hertz. So 432 hertz is, and don't ask me how, but because read Ananda Bosman's book if you want to get super nitty gritty on the details. But 8 hertz is connected to 432 hertz music. And right now in the world, we are doing 440 hertz music. So we are slightly out of scale of natural rhythms in the cosmos. And it's not a coincidence. And it means that all the music we are listening to is not actually beneficial and lifting you up the same way as it would have done if you were listening to music in 432 hertz. So I thought I just wanted to mention that, because there's a lot of musicians out there, they're still making music in 440 hertz, and it makes me sad. We need to go back to the original natural sounds. Another thing also, and then I'm getting to the end now. Another thing is so in the ancient scriptures, they talk about the king Soma, the plant over all the plants, the king Soma, the Amrita, the plant that came down from the gods. Actually, I think it was Lakshmi and the sun together bringing down this plant, the king Soma. And so there's the king Soma, and then there's 108 Soma plants. And these plants are psychedelic by nature. They make you do the tripping, and it's a psychospiritual experience. But these plants are infusing 8 hertz frequency, the alpha state, into the brain. So just in a very dramatic expression, of course. And I don't recommend this to, for a lot of people, this is not something to explore in their life. You don't need to, you can just do meditation, breath work, stuff like that. But I just wanted to mention it. So the king Soma, the plant that holds them all together, is called Syrian rue. And in ancient Egypt, in the back of some stone slabs, all the 108 plants were written down, and the king Soma plant on top was written down. And the king Soma was Esfand Piganum Hamala Syrian rue. So it's Syrian, we know it as Syrian rue. And Jesus was connected to this plant as well. It's a desert plant. It has 7 meters long deep roots that goes into the ground, and then it's with these flowers. So this is the Hauma, the Soma from ancient days. And it turns out that harmaline and pinoline is 2 alkaloids inside this plant that vibrates at 8 hertz. 8 hertz frequency. So when you're taking this plant, and what I do myself is I do microdosing. I just do a tiny bit of, I powder up the seeds, and by the way, they're not illegal. There's no illegal DMT and all kinds of things inside of it. It's not illegal plant. You can buy it on eBay, and you powder up the seeds, and you take just a tiny bit of it every single day, and you're actually fine-tuning yourself into the 8 hertz frequency, the state of compassionate love. And so I wanted to mention that because there's a lot of people out there who are following my material, and they're actually microdosing on Syrian rue, and they're writing back to me with pretty interesting reports. People are enjoying this very much. It's when you do microdosing of Syrian rue, your meditations are much deeper. And so when I combine this with the hydrogen inhalation and the hydrogen water, this is really, really powerful. I can't express powerfully enough how epic it is to tap into this and then go into nature and just sit and meditate. And I talk about microdosing. It's not, there's no tripping involved. It's not, there's nothing going on. It's just very, very little. But it's just a homeopathic dose. So the frequency is entering. And again, this is not a frequency device. This is a seed from nature, a sacred seed. So again, the organic frequency vibration that you're tapping into, right? So I wanted to mention this, and then I'm actually I came to I came through it all much faster than I thought, and I'm afraid I maybe have been talking way too fast or skipping through things too much in a hurry, but I can see I actually went through all of it. So yeah, so I take questions now, and then we take it from there. Also, by the way, this live event today is a public live event, not just for members, and because of that, I will not do breath work and meditation here at the end, which I normally always do. Normally what we do when it's the membership live events, we do some powerful breathing techniques, and then we do a guided meditation and get blissed out and have a good time together. So, but I will cut that out today because this is a more public event. So I'll do this for the members. And what else can I say? Oh yeah, so tomorrow we meet tomorrow at the same time. I'm gonna go deep into the hydrogen industry. What's good, what's not good, what's going on, and my own experiences. There's a lot of deceptions out there. There's a lot of people who are saying things that is not true, and I want to set things straight. I want to make sure that everybody knows the truth. So that will be tomorrow about that. And so yeah, questions. Now it's time for questions. And I will go through. So remember, if you have a question, you have to write all capital letters. Otherwise, I will not read it. Where to get the quantum stars? So here's the thing. We're gonna post the link to the website on the forum, the Dharma Portal forum. Does putting a diamond in the water and in the hydrogen in the water doesn't? Yeah. So last time I spoke about diamond water, to put rough diamonds in water, and it's very powerful. I don't want to go into this now because this is another talk. If you want to know more about diamond water, become a member and look at the previous live event. You're gonna hear about it. SAT classes via phone, still electronic versus computer classes. And so I am in a dilemma here because we're doing this on Zoom and we use computers. In a perfect world, we all just chant Om 3 times and teleport ourselves into my garden, and we sit together physically and we go through this whole process, and then we can say goodbye and we chant Om 3 times and you teleport yourself back. So, but we're not there yet. So until then, I'm gonna settle with Zoom. How do we learn to meditate with the goal of reaching 8 Hertz? So join the membership site. We are meditating every Saturday together, and I'm talking about this. We are meditating together in the Every Saturday we meditate together. We do breath work and meditate together. And so this is called heart flow, to live in the heart. Instead of living in the head, you're sinking down into the heart. Everything that is interesting in life happens here. This is not where the action is. I'm telling you. And we are exploring that on the live events. This is a public event. I'm not gonna go deeper into it, too deep into it here. So become a member and support my work as well. It's $29 a month, and me and Boris, my IT guy, we are trying to pay the bills with this, and it's not making us super rich. So we need as many members as possible. Your support is appreciated, and you're gonna get something out of it too. Go figure. You're gonna come, you're gonna meditate, do some breath work, and you're gonna have access to all the previous live events. We've done this for now 3-4 months now straight. So there's 4 weeks in each month, so you can do the math. Plus there's other video series that you also get access to. So just sign up for that. So Ananda, boss man, all is God. Yes. A question for Sunday. I have shungite and gold in structured water, waiting for some raw diamonds to use. With the hydrogen supplements added, does this help us to awaken our psychic intuition ability? Absolutely. Absolutely. You're drinking structured crystalline water. This is manna from heaven for your pineal gland. And I also recommend you to tap into a little bit of Syrian rue. Can you supply a recipe via one's weight or other factor, microdosing? The recipe is on the Dharma Portal forum. The little seed and your DNA. There's an article I wrote in there. Just go in and check it out. Can you take Syrian rue during the day? I don't recommend it because the pinoline is actually an antagonist. It's working with melatonin. So the pinoline, you want to have melatonin production at night. When you go to bed, your brain produces melatonin. The pinoline goes in and works together, and you are having some very beautiful synchronistic. It's working harmoniously together. Pinoline is something you are actually releasing in darkroom retreats, but you can bypass that retreat by ingesting a little bit of Syrian rue. Syrian rue, you can get it on eBay. Q-Star on music to change it back to, can we use Q-Star to music to change it back to 42 Hertz? No, you cannot. So the 42 Hertz music is a huge thing. There's websites made about all this. Go and check out semantics. We have a replay. We were going to send out the replay. Instructions about, okay, so everything Syrian rue related, go on the website. I wrote a long article. I answered all the questions. How do we learn to meditate with the goal of reaching 8 Hertz? Come and meditate every Saturday with us, and I'll show you. I prefer to do hydrogen the natural way, as in herbal and supplements. Syrian rue is the best for subtle hydrogen. Yes, Syrian rue is 8 Hertz in an alkaloid. It's not hydrogen, so it's different. But you can, so 8 Hertz you can do through meditation, definitely in nature. And the Syrian rue can help you with the 8 Hertz, but the hydrogen in itself is so there's the alkaloids that are vibrating 8 Hertz, and then there's the hydrogen vibrating 8 Hertz. It's different. Do we dare trust Amazon to buy Syrian rue? Yes, you can buy Syrian rue anywhere. It's high quality everywhere. I love the awareness here. Thank you, Cheryl. how do we join? There's a link. So there's links here. So go on the dharmaportal.com and you can join up as a member. Thank you for today. See you Sunday. See you. Where does the pineal gland come into all this? The pineal gland comes into all this in many ways. The 8 Hz frequency also resides in the pineal gland. We can, I mean, if I was to do a live event where we go in and talk about the anatomy of your spiritual bodies, of the chakras, the meridians, your etheric bodies and all that stuff, it's going to be a whole new live event. And so I don't want to go too deep into that. But the pineal gland is very important. However, I just want to point out one thing. When the ancient Egyptians mummified the kings and queens, they threw out the brain and in the trash. They didn't find it important, and they mummified the heart. The heart was very important for them, so they preserved the heart. They threw out the brain, and I completely agree with the Egyptians. So yeah, take the heart flow course. So the course that I am the most proud of that I've ever made is the heart flow course. It's on the website. You can get that, and if you become a member, you can get the heart flow course as well. It's including. Okay, so I think we came to an end with all the. Oh, just joined. The meditation is recorded. I'm in Australia. It's 2 a.m. here. Everything is recorded. You're going to get the replay. So don't worry, D. You didn't miss out on anything. You can join meditations every Saturday. So I'm doing breath work. So actually, here's how we do it. We have breath work that are more feminine, yin based. And then we have breath work that are yang, more masculine based. And we do the yang every second Saturday, and we do the yin every second Saturday. And then after each one, we go into a meditation that I'm guiding, and where I try to do my best to take you out of your head, and so you can sink down into your heart and actually experience things from there. So, and you can join that every Saturday by becoming a member. So just become a member, and it's $29 a month. And thank you so much for the support. And me and Boris, we're saving up for Rolls Royce, so we need many people to sign up. No, I'm just joking. Found a lot of water filters don't take out fluoride with this. Will this affect the hydrogen? Absolutely. You need pure water. Hydrogen is a sacred molecule. Treat it as such. Don't try to make hydrogen water in polluted waters. Every Saturday, the time is 11 a.m. Quito, Ecuador time. Solid carbon block filter will remove fluoride. If you are answering stuff and not a question, then please don't write in big letters. Do you think the infrared thermometer can damage the pineal gland? Why would that damage the pineal? No, I don't think so. Like, it's just a little thing that to measure your temperature. I don't see how that would happen. Okay, so this is the end, folks. Tomorrow is going to get juicy in the sense of I'm going to give you the raw data and reality check on the hydrogen industry, because There is a lot of stuff out there that is a complete waste of money, and it's a yeah. I'm looking forward to just speaking my mind about what I think about the hydrogen machines, the hydrogen tablets, etc. But today I gave you several other options as well that wouldn't cost you a dime, right? So compassionate love, 8 hertz frequency meditation going into your heart. This is the key of hydrogen. I began this live session today saying, let's find out what is the message of hydrogen. What is hydrogen trying to teach us and tell humanity? Well, this is it. It is the compassionate love, 8 hertz frequency you will have genetic free will in 8 hertz compassionate love frequency. The Heart Math Institute proved it. If you don't want to take my word for it, go and check it out. Check out Heart Math Institute. Check out Ananda Bosman's books, and read the book also from Mark Circus, the Hydrogen book. And you will see that everything I said here is not my words. I'm just putting it together and bring it to you. That's it. But it's all science. It's all fact. It's all there laid out for us. So the message of hydrogen is chill out. Get out of your head, sink into your heart, and open up and relax. That's the message of hydrogen. Tomorrow, we're gonna go nitty-gritty on the hydrogen industry. And now that you know how much I love this molecule and how serious I take it, I'm telling you, I'm also going to take it very serious regarding all the dirty tricks going on out there in the industry. And I don't mind becoming an unpopular person for speaking the truth. I don't care, because I'm here for you guys, not for some company out there or something. So, what is it I need to answer before we leave this session? On Amazon, is Rue herb the same as Syrian Rue? Yes, it is, and take it, buy that. And anywhere you can buy the Rue seeds is fine. There's no such thing as bad Rue seeds. They all come from Iran. It's the same place they're making them. You will get a replay. Replay will send out. Yes. Okay. Now, again, if you can't make it tomorrow, don't worry. We're going to send out the replay. And also, please become a member. Join the tribe. I'm going to be blasting out every Saturday crazy stuff. I'm not holding back. So, see you tomorrow. I hope you guys got something out of this. Namaste and compassionate love to you. Ciao.